What's going on, people? TroopzTV. Back again. Back our blood clot again, you understand? Obviously, preview time, you get me? We're going up to Newcastle, you get me? We're going up to the Geordie side of things, you understand? The Magpies, you don't know me. I'm trying to avoid Magpies on a match day. Hella times I've been driving up that fucking M1 and then I see a Magpie blood before I go butt my brother Matty. And then I know what time it is, blood. You understand? I'm trying to do a U-turn at the service station. It's not happening, blood. You understand? But things have a run. My brother Matty, we haven't spoken since flipping. Well, we haven't done no content since flipping COVID. Obviously, we still talk, still keep in touch. Mr. Sky Sports, should I say, as well, blood. You get me? We have Mr. Sky Sports over here, blood. You get me? Looks like he's been on the beach. You understand? Hopefully his team's on the beach, blood. You get me? But obviously, man, no, they're not going to be on the beach. Matty, my brother, how you been, man? It's been a minute, bro. You get me? I see you shining, bro. You get me? The Sky Sports thing, I'm very proud of you, blood. And that's how I know the work you put in from day one. You get me? You lost the channel, then you got the channel back. You understand? So you get me? You've done a lot, bro. You get me? So we have to give you your flowers firstly. But how you been, my bro, man? It's been a long time.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. It's good to see you, mate. It's been too long. I'm good. You're not coming up on Sunday, man. I'm good. I can't see you on Sunday because I remember back in the day, bro, 5 years ago when I started that first channel that you said I lost, and we did the fan camp together then, and that was, man. People need to go check that out, man. Check the old Magpie channel, Troops fan camp. I think, did you win? No, you got beat 2-1, I think.
Yeah.
But mate, them were some good times, man. And it's good to see you blow up as well, bro. Do you know what I mean? The whole Barstool thing. I tell you what, if Barstool wants some Geordie representation, come and show me, man. I need some of that Barstool money, bro, because, you know, it ain't enough, bro. I'll come move to the Big Apple as well. Do you know what I mean? I'll swap the Time Bridge for the fucking Times Square. Do you know what I mean? I'll do it, mate. But big up, mate. It's good to see you. It's good to see we're both doing well, working hard, and that's it, man. Anyone out there who wants to do it, you just got to keep grinding, man, because this has been a long time coming, but it's been a long time coming for my club as well, mate. Do you know what I mean? I've been in the mud for years. I've been deep in the swamps, man. I've been in the trenches. I've been seeing nothing. And this year, man, from relegation battle to top three, it's a madness, mate. It's an absolute madness.
Did you think it would happen this quickly, blood?
Nah.
Like, obviously, when I see it happening, the way I see you building, I was like, okay, cool. They're not doing it like City and Chelsea. They're going in a gradual stage. You didn't really go out and like, you see how them man, when they first got the money, Chelsea, they went out and got like Makalele. They went out and got big names. You lot went out like Bruno Gomares is a big name, pause, but he's not, you understand, a world like renowned at like a Makalele. You get me? Like, did you see this coming, blood?
Nah, mate. We've got the Disney Fast Pass, yeah, haven't we? We have fast tracked the whole thing, bro. We've fast tracked the whole thing. We just skipped. We've just been waiting in the line for the roller coaster, yeah. And we just went Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? We're just flying past them, and we're just cutting in the queue, mate. We've cut right in the front of the queue. Well, third in the queue behind you and City. Do you know what I mean? But I would never have thought this, mate. I mean, never in a million years. Because, like you said, it's not like we've spent silly money. We haven't went out there and bought certain signings that people thought we might have. You know, people thought we went and spent 80, 90 million on like a Mudrick like Chelsea did, or went crazy and tried to get a bloody Bellingham, or, you know, all this jokes about Mbappe and stuff when the takeover first happened because the money's endless. We went out there and signed Dan Burn for 10 million from Brighton. You know what I mean? Went and signed Nick Pope from Burnley for 12 million. You know what I mean? We had no competition for these players. The thing is, Joe Willock, man, when we slapped up Spurs 6-1, and everyone was like trying to talk about the money. 7 of those players that played that game have been here for like years and years. Jacob Murphy, mate. Jacob Murphy was on loan at Sheffield Wednesday and that. Look at what Howe's done to him. Look at what Howe's done to JOELINTON. He was a flop, absolute flop. And now he's a midfield enforcer, gets goals. You know, you can name loads of players around the park, mate, that he's just absolutely revolutionised. And I'm looking forward to this summer, though, because this summer is when we do start spending money, I think, being in the top 4.
Like, the way he's dealt with the striking options as well, Wilson and Isaac, obviously the combine 11, it's going to be, you get me, it's going to be a techie one, blood, you understand? Like, I've never done a combine 11 with Newcastle, bro, you get me? Like,
would have been pointless, mate. Would have been
now, yeah, it's like, whoa, blood, because the signing, even down to like Trippier, you've done smart signings, bro, you get me? You've done, and Eddie Howe, like, he's definitely in for a shout for Manager of the Year, blood. You get me? I see a lot of people saying Emery because obviously they were 17th and like where they've climbed. But what Eddie Howe has done, like he's transformed you lot into a Champions League battling team. You get me? Like you're a top four, like you're a top four team now. You get me? Like how you were back in the day. Is Eddie Howe the man for the long term? Like, are you going to go with like, are the owners fully behind him, or are they thinking now, all right, we've gone to another level, let's try and get another level of manager?
I really hope he can be here long term. I know the owners want that as well. I know that they try and see him as like, hopefully they're Alex Ferguson, where he's going to be here for 10, 15 years. I think the big test will be next season. Eddie Howe admitted that he's never even been to a Champions League game as a fan. As a fan, bro, he's never even been in the stands. You know what I mean? And now he's going to be on the touchline at the Bernabeu, potentially. These big grounds, big players, big stadiums, big expectations next year. So it's all going to be on how he copes with that, how he adjusts that. Look, he got to his first cup final this season. Didn't end well against Man United. I don't think we did enough in the Carabao Cup final at all. And then we slapped them up at home a week later. Annoying. Why couldn't we have done that at Wembley? But it's going to come with time, I think. How can Eddie Howe handle big name players? Because this summer, you know, we're linked with Declan Rice and stuff like that. It might be a bit touch too far. He might go to you. He might go, but we're third in the league, mate. You know what I mean? It's a really exciting project, Newcastle United now. A lot of players are going to want to come here. Going to play with Bruno, with Botman, with Isak, with St. Maximin if he stays, if we don't get rid. You know what I mean? There's loads of reasons to join Newcastle now. And it's going to be, how does he deal with egos, with Champions League games, with expectations? Now you're in the top four. Can you stay there? So time will tell, but I really hope so, because I love the bloke, mate. I absolutely love him. I love the way he conducts himself. He's really connected with the fan base, the city. And he's exceeded my expectations already.
How has the city been since the rejuvenation of the club? Because the club has a big part to play in the city. Like, if the club's doing good, then the mood is good. Like, I remember going up there, it was kind of doom and gloom. Like, even the weather, like, it's looking a lot brighter, blood.
Aye, mate. I wish you could come up this Sunday to feel it, because
bro, I'm pissed, blood.
There's you've been there plenty of times, like you say, in those dark days for us, where it's just negative. Stinks of negativity. There's Sports Direct signs everywhere. Nobody wants to be there. It was more of a chore to go there. Loads of Newcastle fans were going to the game just to get pissed with the mates. Do you know what I mean? They weren't going there to watch the football. It was a fucking day out. It was a getaway from the missus and kids. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now, everyone wants to go there for the football, because we're slapping up teams 6-1 Spurs and that. We're getting entertained now, and everyone's excited to go. There's a real buzz in the air. I mean, the city's thriving now. The city's thriving. There's new things popping up everywhere. The Saudis are investing in things. Newcastle's the place to be, bro. I'm telling you, 5-10 years time, it's going to be the place to be. And at the minute, the buzz around the city is unreal, especially on a match day.
Let's get into the Combat 11, blood. You get me? Only one place to start. Goalkeeper. We both have keepers who do have a decent shout to become England number one, who even should be England number one right now. Obviously, I have Aaron Ramsdale. You have Nick Pope. They both came from relegation, or should I say relegated clubs as well, blood, because Pope, Burnley, Ramsdale, he got relegated a couple times, blood. You get me? But obviously, we got him from Sheffield United. They've both exceeded expectations at their club. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably give you this one still. Pope has been outstanding, blood. I can't even lie.
I think he was joint with Ramsdale for most clean sheets, but I think we've got that now, maybe. But you know, we have Nick Pope, is, like I said before, man, £12 million from Burnley. You know, he is unreal. He is. I will say though, I think Ramsdale's distribution is a lot better, and I think that's what holds Pope back. I think that's what holds Pope back from England's number one. We've seen it at the World Cup. He got the odd chance, but Pope or Ramsdale have got to overtake Pickford now. There's no way Jordan Pickford can still be England's number one heading into the Euros. Surely not. But I would edge to.
Is that to do with his Sunderland connections?
Nah, man, nothing at all. Nothing at all, mate. Nothing at all. Nah, he's just a fucking helmet, isn't he? He's celebrating saving a penalty the other night, mate. His team on 19th in the league and they're 2-1 down. He's jumping about the place with his tongue out. Fucking behave yourself. But I'd have, mate, Pope has been unbelievable for us. Like, the shot stopping, some of the saves he's made. he's been a rock, and I think he just edges it. I think it's close, but I would have Pope.
Right back. Benny Blanco's been cold. Yeah, he's obviously he was centre back last year. I was calling him Ben Shite last year. You get me? Like, I was not happy with him last year, especially the way he got ripped apart at St James's Park in that 2-0 where the Champions League was fully, the top 4 dream was ended. But this year he has been a revelation. The only reason why he's not in the England squad is because of the beef that he's got with, I think, is Steve Holland. I think he's got got a little passer going on. So I think that's the only reason why he's not been picked. But yeah, Trips has been he's on a different level, blood. You get me? You could say he has been the form right back this season. You get me? If you're doing your team of the season, like Premier League team of the season, Trippier would be majority of people's picks, blood.
I think he will be in there. I think he's got to be in team of the season. I think he's created the most chances of any defender in the league. You know, his set pieces are deadly. His crosses, his through balls. He hasn't scored as many free kicks as I would have liked this season, but the leadership he brings. When we first signed him last January, we played Cambridge or something in the FA Cup, and we played the strongest 11, our strongest 11. But you could just see on the pitch the way he was talking to people, instructing people, the way he picks people up. He was just head and shoulders above the rest. You could tell that we had got finally a quality player there, because he stood out from the rest, completely stood out. I think going to Madrid really helped him as well. I think he's a much better player now. There'll be a lot of Arsenal fans watching this, maybe still thinking of the Trippier from Tottenham, who was a good player, but he's went leaps and bounds since then. And that's Simeone. He's winning La Liga, coming close with England. He's a different animal now, and it's mad that he's getting better with age. He's said himself he thinks this is his best season in his whole career ever. And what is he now, 31, 32?
Yeah, 31, 32.
So, mate, he's been unbelievable.
Centre-back. If Saliba was fit, I think I had a shout for having the centre-back pairing with Saliba and Gabriel. I think that was probably the best pairing until Saliba got injured. And then since Saliba's got injured, you've seen how our defence has capitulated, blood. You get me? Well, what you were saying about Trippier, I say the same about Saliba. But with Saliba, for me, it's more of I can't believe it because of the age he is, blood. You understand? It's kind of like when you look at Bellingham and you look at how mature he is, blood. It's like Saliba's that. He's mature beyond his years. He's not here now. Kiwior had a great game against Chelsea, but we're real over here, blood. We can't put him in off one performance. So, yeah, you're going to have one of your centre-backs. This guy's got 3 man already, blood, and I'm above this. This is pissing me off, bro. It wasn't supposed to go this way, blood. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Brother, all right, cool. So what, Botman or is it Shaw?
I'd say Botman, mate, because Botman, a bit like what you're saying there, he's only 21 and he's just, you'd think he was 31. He's such a demanding figure at the back. He's so composed on the ball, so smart with it, clever reading the game. For his debut season in the Premier League as well, and at 30 million, he looks like an absolute steal, mate. Looks like a steal. He's getting his Holland call-ups now, you know what I mean? It's going to be Van Dijk out, Botman in.
Ake and Botman, blood.
Ake and Botman, mate, I'll have Botman, mate. I'll have Botman in there.
Next to him, we finally get one, man, then. Yeah? We finally get one, blood. Yeah? Gabriel, you get me? For me, probably, I'm not even being biased, blood. You get me? Until a couple games, he's probably been the form defender in the Premier League, blood. You get me? He was known as the Bozo gene, all of that, blood. But this year, he has been outstanding, bro. His leadership, his reading of the game, he wins all his duels. He's got a goal in him as well. The passion, he's been fantastic for us this season. You get me? So, yeah, we get Gabriel in finally, blood. You understand? Finally, we have one. And I think we have another one, blood. Another one, blood. Shout out my brother DJ Khaled every time, blood. Another one, blood. He's been pissing me off in recent weeks, but what he brings to the team is different, bro. You get me? And for me, the left back's got to be Zinchenko, blood. You understand? In recent weeks, he's fell off defensively. Dan Burn will put him in a spliff, but in any other area, he will put Burn in a spliff, blood. You get me? The way he inverts, you've seen since we've kind of fell off and there's no confidence, how it's affecting him as well, blood. You get me? Because earlier in the season, when he was playing that, when we had that starting 11 and we won 6 in a row, the way we were playing, Zinchenko was a main part of that, blood. He's a main part of what Arteta wants to do. He helped, like, it even helps Partey. It pushes Xhaka forward as well. Martinelli's better as well because Jesus is there, so there's that link play. Dan Burn, he's been quality, blood. You understand? Like, for a man so big, pause. It's mad seeing him as a left back, blood. It's crazy, bro. Like, he looks like the perfect centre back. It's like if we played Mertesacker as a right back, blood. It's absolute madness, but it works, blood. You get me?
Yeah, it's weird how it works. You know what I mean? We've got the big short left back. You know what I mean? Joey Big Show. You know what I mean? He's 9'7", mate. He's just there at left back chilling, but he has been unbelievable. Like, I'm blown away by Dan Burn because he is quite agile still as well. It's so weird to watch, but he does kind of dip in and out. He scored against Leicester in the quarters of the Carabao Cup. Really good goal, getting into the box. But I'll give you Zinchenko because I think he's been brilliant. And like you said, overall, he's the more rounded left back. And if I could, obviously I would all day long swap Zinchenko for Burn because apparently Eddie Howe's trying to swap Kieran Tierney for Burn, isn't he? Where he wants Tierney in the summer. So there's a reason why he wants someone at left back, a bit more trusted.
Keep your hands on Tierney. That's my guy, blood.
Do you reckon he'll come? Do you reckon he'll come to Newcastle?
Bro, like, he's closer to home. He's going to play week in, week out. He's gonna go up there and he's gonna, you understand, have that left back position. He's gonna be in the Champions League. He's gonna be at a club that has a project that is going in the right direction. I fear if Newcastle come in for him. I worry because Arteta just don't rate him, blood, and I don't understand why. You understand? I don't know if it's because he can't invert like Zinchenko. The only thing Zinchenko can do better than Tierney is invert and pass. Tierney's a better crosser. Tierney's a better defender. Tierney's a better battler. Tierney's flipping faster. Tierney's better in the air. Tierney's a bit like, you understand? Tierney's got more attributes than Zinchenko. But the way Arteta wants to play, Zinchenko, you get me? We don't. You'll see at the game because you'll be at the game. You'll see when we have the ball. When Ramsdale has the ball, you will see Zinchenko in the midfield, and we will have a back three. There's no left back. We don't play with a left back, blood. They just say, like, yeah, left back. He's not a left back, blood. Like, I call him inverted because that's what he is, blood. He's just inverted. You understand? He does everything but defend. You get me? But Zinchenko gets in. What we doing? 4-3-3.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
All right. He's fell off in recent weeks, but I think he has to be in there, blood. You get me?
Who was that?
Thomas Partey. He's been one of the best midfielders this season, bro. Like, when Partey is missing in Arsenal, you see. When like, you understand. Obviously, now that Jorginho's come in, you don't see it as much. But before we did bring in Jorginho, it was a myth without Partey, bro. You get me? Like, for me, when they talk about the best DMs in the league, they say Casemiro, Rodri, Partey. You understand? For me, true. You get me? He's been better than Casemiro. You understand? Rodri's probably got him now. You get me? I was kind of Partey, but now I can't lie, but I'm kind of going Rodri. I think Partey, because who have you got at DM?
DM at the minute is probably Bruno, to be fair. Bruno's playing quite deep.
I'd put Bruno in there. Like, yeah. I'd put Bruno in over Xhaka.
Yeah, because that's why we want to sign like a race or someone to sit there and do the dirty work. We want Bruno to be further forward because we're not probably getting the best out of him, even though he does dictate play. But yeah, mate, I would. You can have Partey then. We'll put Bruno alongside him, yeah.
And then what we put the wizard, blood. You get me? He has been absolutely fantastic this season. Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard. You get me? He does go missing in away games, blood. Not gonna lie. Hopefully, you don't go missing on Sunday. But when he's on form, he's unplayable, blood. You get me? 10 goals this season in the Premier League. I think he scored the most outfield goals ever in the Premier League as an Arsenal midfielder. So we're talking like Pires, Ljungberg. These men were getting... Pires was getting 20 goals a season, blood. You understand? And he has more goals from outside play than the legends, the GOATs of our club, blood. Yeah, bro. Like, I think he's transformed Arsenal as well, blood. You get me? I think when he's on form, we're on form. When he's doing what he wants to do, I think we're unplayable, bro. I think we're unstoppable, blood. You understand? Willock, A big mention to Willock, bro. You understand? I was fuming when we sold him. You get me? Not just because like me and him was cool. You get me? We're still cool as well, blood. Big up Joey every time. But I heard we have a buyback clause, and you get me, blood. I would like Arsenal to sell Lokonga, sell Fabio Vieira, and you all go activate that clause, blood. Bring him home, bro. Because get me, Joey Willock gets a big shout out because he has been fantastic, bro. You get me? I think if Odegaard weren't this good, it would be Willock.
I cannot argue with Odegaard because he'll be in the team of the season, won't he? He's been unbelievable. Really surprised as well when he got given the captain's armband and how he's carried the team at times and like lifted them up. I know he didn't come back to beat Southampton, but he was at the heart of pulling back the draw. But Willock, man, he's got to be on the verge of an England call up. A lot of people aren't looking at it. Is there something about him where he doesn't? Is he not fancy enough? Is he not got that?
Is it like that Henderson thing where?
I think so, mate.
That he runs weird.
Aye, is it?
But like, because he doesn't have. But then he had that opportunity. Was it against who was you not playing when he volleyed it first time, blood? It was wasn't
Manu.
Was it Manu or was it flipping Everton? I think it was Everton. Was it Leicester? There was a game when the balls come out and he's just volleyed it back in, blood. And I thought it was going in, but no, it was Everton. It was the Everton game, bro. When you beat them 4-1. There was a shot, like it was a shot, like it was a corner. It come out and like the technique, blood. I was like, yo, is that Willock, blood? Like, yo, hey, Bruno's been showing him some things in training, blood.
I think he's been going for Brazilian barbecues at Bruno's back garden, mate, because he's been showing him something's been changing because he never had that like confidence or composure in front of goal either. I don't think he always needed a few chances, but every week now he's scoring, he's assisting, he's busting a good to get past defenders, getting in the box, taking people on. He is flying at the minute, and he's having a serious season as well. And like I said, it's going a bit unnoticed, I think, where there needs to be more chat about an England call-up because he deserves it. And then not forgetting as well, he's not going to... Well, he's played left forward a few times as well, JOELINTON. But JOELINTON, mate, and he's been amazing for us as well. I've got to give him a mention in midfield because I mentioned it at the start of the video, man. From a 40 million field flop striker to now a midfield enforcer, a battler, brings everything to the middle of the park, covers every blade of grass, and he's scoring now. You've seen him at Everton scoring goals. You see him scoring. You see him assisting. I can't believe what I'm watching now because I remember being at Rochdale in the FA Cup watching JOELINTON up front. Me, he couldn't even fucking dribble. He couldn't even move the ball. He couldn't do anything. I was like, who is this bloke? Has he won a fucking cornflakes competition to be a footballer? I was like, how the fuck is he here? I was like, he is no way a footballer. And now, hands down, one of the best. He's sensational.
The front three. Now, here's where it gets techie, bro. You get me? Almiron has been outstanding in the first half of the season. He's kind of dipped second half of the season. First half, he's been outstanding. Callum Wilson, his goal scoring at this moment in time, I think he's got more. I think he's got like, what is it, 7? What is it? His last 7, he's got like 9 goals and he's only started like 2 games. Every time he's coming off the bench, he's just doing up social blood. You get me? Then you got Isaac, who is looking like a reincarnated Thierry Henry with that run at Everton, blood. You get me? I see a lot of people kind of getting on the Everton players for the defending, but you need to look at the footwork from the man, blood. The way he has like manipulated that situation, blood, and got out of it. And then he's picked out the man as well, blood. Let's not forget that a lot of people will do all of that and then there's no end product. But brother, he is moving crazy. Then you have Martinelli, Arsenal's top goal scorer in the Premier League. The guy, bro, you get me? The guy, like, for me, he's the one that gets the most disrespected in the front three. Because whenever we're stuttering or we're struggling, Arteta's like, yeah, bring off Martinelli. But then more time, he's the one to pull us out of the hole. Pause. You get me? Bukayo Blood Clot Saka, England's golden child, England's star boy. You get me? He has been absolutely fantastic this season. Double figures for goals and assists. Unreal from him. Shouts for young player of the season. Gabby Jesus, what he's brought to the team is amazing, bro. You get me? I never saw that like for the last 2 years up front. You get me? We've been kind of static. There's been no fluidity. There's been no interchanging. There's been nothing, blood. What he brings, it's beautiful to see. I think we're gonna have to mix and blend.
Saka gets in there straight away. Saka's in there.
Saka on the right.
Yeah.
All right.
Isak on the left.
What you'd go? What? Ain't he playing down the middle, or is he coming from the left?
Couple of games he's been playing down the left. When Wilson comes on,
he goes to the left, isn't it?
But he can't play down the middle. He scored loads of goals down the middle. He was playing as it when Wilson was injured. Obviously, he played as that number 9 down the middle. Scored loads of goals. Now that Wilson's come back in, obviously Wilson can't play on the left, so Isak goes to the left. That's where you see him that run against Everton, taking on fucking 7-8 players. You see him every week just bombing down the wing, taking on players, scoring goals, cutting inside, putting it on a plate for Willock, for JOELINTON to tap home. So there's talk like where should he play? Should he play on the left? Should he play down the middle? It doesn't really matter, mate. He scores goals either position, so take your pick.
What, you put him over Martinelli?
Unless you want to go Isak down the middle. Like I said, he can't play the number 9. Isak's got to get in there, though. Got to.
That's what because I was going to, I would have, Isak over Jesus still. I can't lie. Martinelli, I think Saka, Martinelli, Isak. That's a mad front line. We could have had that front line. You know that, innit?
Mate, you were linked with Isak for years. When I did a video on Isak, like when it came out, we were in talks with him. Bare Arsenal fans in the comments in the chat, and me like, I thought we were getting Isak. Well, no, with Isak's ours. We've been linked with him for years and all this shit. And there's about 1 million videos from Arsenal fans like creating this welcome to Arsenal Isak. I don't know why he didn't sign him. No idea.
I think it was the fee. I think they didn't want to pay that fee.
60 mil.
Yeah. But that's looking like a bargain now, blood.
Bro, he's 23, man. You know what I mean? This is his debut season. And he was injured for 3.5 months.
That's the thing. When you look at Nunes up at Liverpool, who cost like near enough 100.
Yeah.
And look what Isak's doing, blood, for 60.
Mate, and the main thing is, like I said, he was injured for over 3 months without playing a game. Do you know what I mean? And it's mad. He's came in.
That's the thing. He was scoring, got injured, came back, and just picked up again.
Like nothing happened, Like nothing was the matter. I don't know how.
For me, go on.
People were complaining about the 60 million, saying, you've been robbed there. Like, because I think he only scored 6 goals in the Liga last year. But now he's scored, 13 for us? 12, 13 goals a season. So it's mad how in a shit league he scored less goals, but he's obviously just thriving. Eddie Howe football, do you know what I mean?
For me, like, he's the first player in a while, to come in with a big price tag and hit the ground running straight away. Everyone who's come in has struggled and took time to adapt, and then some man have come good. The Argentinian Czar, Lisandro Martinez, he has come good. You understand? Other people, like, it's going to take them a bit more time. Like Darwin, maybe next season he might kick on. You get me? Like, but Isak, blood, he's just come in and just gone phew. You get me?
It's crazy.
It's madness, blood. You understand? So, all right, cool. That's the front three. So the team for the people, one last time. Nick Pope will be in goal. The back four will be Kieran Trippier, Botman, Gabriel, and Zinchenko. The midfield three is going to be Partey, Bruno Guimaraes, and Odegaard. And then the front three is going to be Saka, Martinelli, and Isak. You lot let me know your 11s, Combine 11 in the comments below. Let me know your predictions as well in the comments below. Matty, let me get predictions before I let you go. And yeah, go on.
How many players did I get there, by the way? Was that 5?
So you got Pope, Botman, Guimaraes, Isak,
Trippier.
And Trips. Yeah, you got 5.
5. I'll take that, mate. I never thought I'd see the day. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have got 5 on the bench for the past 5 years, so I'll take that, mate. You know what I mean? Moving on.
William would have got in ahead of your lot in past years. You fucking know what I felt about that mug.
Aye, mate. This Sunday, though, get on to the prediction. I'm buzzing for it, man. Absolutely buzzing for it. We need, because Liverpool are trying to do this whole thing now, winning every game, trying to come back into it. I want to stay above Man United. I want to finish above Man United. So I want that 3rd place. Looking forward to Sunday because everyone's going to be up for it. The crowd will be buzzing. you can say the title race is done, but it isn't yet. Obviously, we know mathematically it's not. It is pretty much after that, but you need to win. You'll come here to win. I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a feisty game. I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle.
I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go for it. Yes, you get me?
You know, Desmondo.
If we could see it early up there, then boy, it might get a bit, you get me, techie, because that atmosphere, I've been in there, bro. You get me? I know how it gets, blood. You understand? And we saw what happened to us when the Anfield crowd got involved, and you've got that kind of crowd. So we're gonna have to silence the crowd. But yeah, I'm going for a 2-2, blood. You understand? Everyone, let me know. Like I said before, combine 11s and all of that in the comments. Make sure you follow Matty and subscribe to Matty. Link will be in the description. Also, make sure you go check out the preview as well, blood. That's already dropped. But yeah, make sure you go check that if you haven't checked that. Hopefully, Arsenal, you get me, they do the job and bring the points back down to London. Until then, people, like, share, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Troops, and I'm out.